Hello students, welcome to JEE Physics. In today's video, I am going to discuss a very important concept of physics from the chapter electrostatics, that is electric field and Coulomb's law, that is the electric field due to a charged disk. Now see from the figure that we have a charged disk here of radius capital R, and the disk has uniform surface charge density sigma. Now due to this sigma surface charge density, we have to calculate the electric field at point P. Now this point P is on the axis of the disk at a distance x from its center. To calculate electric field due to the disk, we have to apply the integral form of superposition principle, and before that we have to know the electric field due to a charged circular ring. So I have drawn a separate figure from this reason that the electric field at the point P due to this charged circular ring. This is a circular ring of radius r, and we have to calculate the electric field at a distance x from the center. I have made a separate video on this topic before this video. Please you can see this video by tapping the I button given at the left corner. Okay, so I have to write the expression here only, because you can get this video in my playlist also. The expression is the electric field at a distance x from the center of the ring is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. If the ring has total charge q, then q into x by x square plus r square whole to the power 3 by 2, and in vector notation into x cap, that is the unit vector along the axis. Now using this expression we can find the electric field due to this charged disk. Now what I have to do here, first we have to take an elementary part of the disk. So let us draw the disk again. So this is the whole disk and this is the point P. This is x distance, that is distance of the point from the center of the disk. The total radius of the disk is given as capital R. Now take a ring. I am taking a ring here. The radius of the ring is, this is an annular ring of inner radius is small r, that is this portion, it is small r, and the outer radius, that is up to this portion, this small part is dr. So the outer radius is r plus dr and the inner radius is r. Okay, now this, if I want to know what is the electric field at P due to this ring only, so the case is very much similar to this case, because this is also a ring. Now due to this ring, the electric field we have to write. Before I have to calculate the total charge on this disk. Now you know that the charge density on the disk is sigma. So the total charge on the ring dq is equal to area of the ring into sigma. To find the area of the ring, we have to cut out this portion. If I cut here and put the ring in this fashion, then you get that the thickness of this ring is dr, that is this portion is dr, and the total length of this portion is 2 pi r. So the total area of this annular space is 2 pi r into dr. This will give you the area dA. Therefore we can write that dq is equal to 2 pi into sigma into r into dr. Okay, now let us write the electric field at P due to this annular space. That means this portion. That field will be, we have to write dE because this is due to small part. dE equal to, from this expression I have to put dq here, so it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into dq into x by x square plus small r square whole to the power 3 by 2, and therefore we get dE equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 dq means 2 pi sigma into r into dr into x by x square plus r square whole to the power 3 by 2. Here it is the vector x cap because electric field will be in this direction, so an x cap here, x cap or I cap. Now we have 2 pi and 4 pi will cancel, give 2, so we get here sigma by 2 epsilon naught into x r dr by x square plus r square whole to the power 3 by 2 into x cap. Now the total electric field, this is dE. Now if we write it as E, therefore I have to integrate this part over the whole ring. Whole ring means you have to make this small ring of radius 0 first, then you can sphere it up to capital R, so that this ring will cover the whole part, that is whole disc. So integration up to 0 to capital R. Okay. Now this is equal to, now let us make it simpler by calculating this integral part also only. So the integral part is here, I is equal to integration r into dr by x square plus r square whole to the power 3 by 2. Now let's see from the figure. From this figure we have, this is r, this is x, and this is r square plus x square to the power half. Okay. Now from this figure, if this angle is theta, then we can write here r by x is equal to tan theta, or we can write r is equal to x tan theta, or therefore dr is equal to x into sec square theta into d theta. Now put the value into integral part, therefore we get I is equal to integration r dr means x tan theta, dr mean x into sec square theta into d theta by x square plus r square equal to x square plus r square means x square tan square theta, therefore x square tan square theta, or I is equal to integration x square tan theta into sec square theta, sorry, here I have to the power 3 by 2 d theta by, if I take common, then the common part will be x square to the power 3 by 2 into 1 plus tan square theta whole to the power 3 by 2. 1 plus tan square mean sec square theta to the power 3 by 2. This becomes x square tan theta into sec square theta into d theta by x cube into sec cube theta. It is equal to integration 1 by x tan theta, sec square theta by sec cube theta will cancel out and we have only sec theta here. Sec theta means 1 by cos theta, that is it becomes tan theta into cos theta into d theta, which is equal to 1 by x into sin theta into d theta. Now the integration value will be 1 by x integration of sin theta. Integration of sin theta means integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. So here will be minus sin and cos theta. I will not put here integral constant because this is a definite integration. I will put the value of cos theta here. Now let put the value of cos theta also. So 1 by x. Now what is the value of cos theta? You can see from this that here this is theta. Cos theta means base by hypotenuse. Here base is x as hypotenuse is root over x square plus r square. So this is become x by root over x square plus r square. It is equal to minus 1 by root over x square plus r square. Now let us put this result in our integration. Then we will write it as E is equal to sigma into x by 2 epsilon 0, and the value of this integral part is 1 by root over x square plus r square minus the upper value is r and lower value is 0. It is equal to sigma x by 2 epsilon 0. Now put the upper value, it is becomes 1 by x square plus capital R square, and putting the lower value we get it as 1 by x. This is equal to, and we have x cap here, so x cap here. So this is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0. X will multiply with 1 by x gives 1 minus x by root over x square plus r square into x cap. This gives you the electric field in the form of all given datas. Now you can also write it as, if this angle is phi, then you can write that x by root over x square plus r square. Here this is phi and this is x square plus r square. See here from this figure that x by x square plus r square is equal to cos phi. Therefore we can write it as E equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0 into 1 minus cos phi into x cap, where phi is the angle made by the radius, angle made by the radius of the disc. Phi is the angle made by the radius of the disc at the field point where I have to calculate the electric field, and the direction of electric field is along x-axis. Now let us look at a special case. Consider a special case. The special case is infinite surface charge. if you have an infinite surface charge, that is a surface charge of infinite extension in all direction, then the electric field here, now due to infinite extension, we can call that this is a disk of infinite radius. In this case, you can use this formula. Where the field becomes sigma by 2 epsilon 0 into 1 minus x by x square plus r square. Now if you put capital R equal to infinity, the second term becomes 0. So the electric field only sigma by 2 epsilon 0 into x cap. Very important point to be note here, that for a infinite surface charge density, the electric field E is independent of x. That is, if you find the electric field here, or any other point, it is independent. In every point, the magnitude of the electric field sigma by 2 epsilon 0, and the direction is away normally. In the left side, the direction of electric field will be in this direction, and the value will be same, sigma by 2 epsilon 0. So this is the method to find the electric field due to surface charge distribution. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you feel that it will help your friends, then share the video with your friends. Thank you, keep watching and keep subscribing.